Do you love to play Magic Online but have a tight budget? Check out Mtgo Academy's Academy Budget Bot in the Magic Online Classifieds. All cards in stock are cheaper than one event ticket.
Alright, so it's the start of round 1. We have won our dice roll, and we get to play first. Sometimes I thought about like not wanting to play first, just because them being on the play means they have one less card, and it's a little bit less work I have to do to empty their hand. But I still don't think it's worth it. I actually haven't tried it, I just thought about it, and I'm just not unhappy when they go first. So this is our hand. We have 3 Swamps, an Inquisition, a Raven's Crime, a Dark Confident, and a Shrieking Affliction. Like, one of everything we need. Some discard, Dark Confident to gain card advantage, and then a Shrieking Affliction to start killing them. So we're not going to mulligan. Let's see what our opponent decides to do with his starting hand. Like, we just want them to mulligan as much as possible. It just makes our life easier. So I'm going to lead off with Inquisition turn 1. Take their early drop, and then we'll Raven's Crime. Well, actually, we'll probably just play Dark Confident turn 2, depending on what is in his hand. Like, this is better for the long grind. It's not really good at obviously taking specific cards, because it can't. It just trying to grind them out. Alright, so we'll go with Swamp, Inquisition on Kozilek. Our opponent kept his 7. And I'm going to write down what we see, so we don't want to forget it, so we know what to play around. It does pop up in the chat, but I like just having it here so you can see. Because sometimes like there's Scrylands or Serum Vision, so you need to see what's going on in the current game state, so you just can't always have the chat scrolled up here. Alright, so this is one of the new decks that came out from the Pro Tour. It is Tarma Twin. It's a twin deck. It has Pestermite, Deceiver, Cantrips, like Remands, and the combo. But then you just have 4 Tarmogoyfs, which just kill your opponent randomly when they're trying to stop the combo. So we're actually going to take that, because we can't... If we take one of these, it doesn't matter. He has the other one to try to combo off. And that's all he has. So we're just going to take the Goyf. I'm going to write down his hand. He has 2 Tarns, 2 Misties, a Might, and a Exarch. So we'll take the Goyf, because that's going to apply the most pressure. He doesn't have a way to kill us, combo kill us yet, and he doesn't have a way to find it, and we can't actually take the creatures that kill us. So I'm definitely going to play Dark Confident, because I want to like start attacking his hand as soon as possible with target removal. He has so many lands at the Raven's Crime. I can crime him twice next turn, but I'm going to play Dark Confident first. I think that's right. Our opponent is taking his time. So like this is like one of the last things we play, just because it doesn't actually affect the board, and it doesn't even do anything the first couple of turns. So we just want to empty his hand as fast as possible, and then we'll play the Shrieking Affliction or the Rack whenever we draw it. So also like some decks, he's not playing black for Abrupt Decay, so there's a good chance if we resolve Ensnaring Bridge and just keep our hand at 0, he can't win. They usually play like 4 Bolts and 4 Snapcasters as burn, so as long as we keep a high life total, a Bridge should be able to lock our opponent out of the game, if it resolves, obviously. They play lots of counter spells. Alright, so our opponent played a Misty Rainforest and passed a turn back. Drew a Mutavault. We're actually going to play that. So if we play it, we can attack with it next turn. We're definitely playing Dark Confident this turn. But if we play it, that means we can't Raven's Crime as much. It depends what we want to do. I think we want to attack his hand, so we'll play Dark Confident. Because I might want to Raven's Crime like 2 or 3 times next turn. And Mutavault doesn't allow us to do that. So we'll just play Dark Confident and pass. Like, so it's nice to be attacking with Mutavault, but we need to pressure his hand, like, because he can just kill us. He might have drawn a twin. He might have the combo in his hand. So he played a Misty and a Tarn. He passed a turn back. We reveal for our Dark Confidence a Shrieking Affliction, which is not what we want to see right now. So I think we are just going to Raven's Crime him 3 times. Because we don't have any action yet. We're going to play Swamp. We're discarding Mutavault, which lessens our clock, but we have these 2 Shrieking Afflictions now, so if once we get his hand down low enough, that's like a 3 turn. So we'll play a Swamp. We'll recast Raven's Crime. So we only know about 2 cards in his hand now. We know about the Might and the Exarch, and we're going to Crime again. So now we just know about the Might. And he has 1 or 2 mystery cards. We're going to attack for 2 and say go. Next turn, I probably won't attack because I don't want him to block my Dark Confidant. It's more valuable that I have that in play than they trade off. Well, then again, it might not be. Ooh. He has something, looks like. Ooh, he's just going to Snapcaster? Okay. What do you think about that? Like, it didn't seem good enough for him to... that seemed fine, actually. So he has a Might and 1 random card. So from here, he can't actually combo kill us yet. He needs a land and a twin. So he can top deck and kill us, but... I probably should have played around Snapcaster Mage. I didn't even think about that. Okay, he's going to upkeep Pestermite us. That's fine. There's nothing we can do about that. Now this is sweet. If we draw a Smallpox, we get his Pestermite. I don't know if I even play that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of his last card, because we drew a land with our Raven's Crime. And then we only get to play 1 Shrieking Affliction. But I like having him handless. So we had Cryptic Command. Let's go. Like, that's one of the ways I can get out of this, is like Cryptic Commands, counter, draw a card, and just like getting card advantage against me. So he's at 12. And I'll play the second Affliction. He's on 2-turn clock. He plays a 4th land. Drew a Wrench Mind. I don't want to play it. I could play it just so I can play a bridge with no cards in hand next turn if I draw it. But like if he holds a card in his hand, I want to wrench it away just in case. And like a bridge right now still keeps him from killing me because there's only 1 card in my hand and he can't attack with a 2-power creature. So because he didn't kill me, ooh, and we drew a rack too, so there's a good chance we win. Because he's going to take 6, he's going to take 9 next turn. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's exactly how the deck's supposed to play out. You just discard his hand, and yep. So against him, so he is twin. We could bring in Topra Orb, but this deck has a sweet backup plan of just playing Tarmogoyf, so that's not that good. As opposed to just straight twin. So I don't like Liliana's is okay, but it's pretty slow, and then he has flash creatures. So like I can play Liliana plus it, and then he plays a flash creature and attacks it down. So it's not that good. But I definitely want more hand disruption, so I want the blackmails. I think I want the dismembers. I could bring in Relic. It's good against Tarmogoyf and Snapcaster. We'll try out a couple relics over the Smallpoxes. Like Smallpox is just so synergistic with the deck. We'll see if this works out. And Relic's just good at keeping him off, and like we can cycle it. This hand's okay. We have a bunch of lands, but we have Raven's Crime. We're not going to mulligan it. We have Dismember to stop him from going crazy. Do another land, which isn't bad in this case. So as always, lead with Inquisition. So he has Grudge. Nothing to do about that until we draw like a relic. So we're gonna take the Ooze because it's the only thing like he can play and pressure us. It's either that, Snapcaster, or Grudge. I'm not gonna take the Grudge. And the Snapcaster doesn't really do anything yet. So he has a Tarn, a Misty, a Twin. Sorry about this. It just takes a second. Grudge. Snap. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take the Ooze. Say go. Probably just gonna fetch here in a turn. And next turn we're gonna Raven Crime him twice. And he's probably just gonna play Snapcaster Mage in a turn. Unless he draws like a Remand or something. Or a counterspell. Like Raven Crime is so sweet because you can't really get rid of it without removing it from the graveyard. Ooh, he drew a Tarmogoyf. So we're going to dismember that now, just so he could discard something with a Raven's Crab and make it grow, and I don't want to have to worry about Tarmogoyf Math. So, yep, he discarded Grudge. So he still has Snap, Tarn, and Twin. Snap, Tarn, and Twin. So we know his whole hand. And we draw nothing but lands, but at least we, so all he's going to have after this is a Snapcaster and play with no cards in hand. He discarded the Snapcaster Mage. Interesting. That doesn't seem good. That seems good for us, but since we know our opponent's whole hand, it doesn't seem like that's what you want to do. So we'll just say go. So now this is where like it gets dicey. We need to draw an answer, like a way to kill him pretty quickly. We drew another land, so we're just gonna crime him again. So drew a flash creature or something. Yep, Deceiver. So like a bridge isn't even good here. One rack isn't good. Like really need to draw a Dark Confident to give us more card advantage. Maybe I do want Liliana's, just because like Liliana would be good here. So let's see what he does with this Scry. Bottom and bottom. Okay, that's good. Like worst case scenario is like he plays a land, keeps one on top, and then he untaps, twins us. So attacks for one. He has one card in his hand. So we'll get rid of that. I'm gonna hold this bridge for a little bit just because we don't need to play it. And he has Grudge. Like there's a chance I could draw a Relic. And then we can play the bridge and he can't kill it yet. So we're at 14. Okay. Ooh, Scavenging Ooze. So now let's play the bridge. So he has to kill it before he can attack with Ooze. We can play our land. I don't think it's worth it because he's just gonna kill it, but it just that might have been wrong. He can kill it, but then we can draw. Yeah, we can draw a rack. It might have been better just to wait and be more patient. And we draw a lot of lands this game. We only played 23, I think. I can't complain. I think we're doing okay. Ooh, go to 8. We go to 5. Yeah, we're on a pretty short clock. Serum Vision, okay. This is probably wrong to play the bridge. Should have just waited until I draw a Relic. Relic seems very important in this matchup. Surprisingly. So Serum Vision and the Serum Vision, put one on top, one on bottom. So he's probably gonna draw the top card. See 2 new cards, top and bottom again. So he should be taking. Oh, he didn't pump. He should be pumping here. Yep. So we're going to 4. And we need to draw something this turn. We just drew an Urborg. Okay, so we're dead. So that's one of the weaknesses of playing a deck like this, is you just run out of cards and you don't do anything, and they just play a creature. Okay. So we do want this Ensnaring Bridge, we do want these relics. Well, I don't want blackmail. Our hand was, disruption was good enough. Take out a crime. Well, we'll try this out. Might want Smallpox, he only has like 1 creature at a time. And he has like lots of burn. He probably has also Electrolyze, which is Dark Confidence terrible against. So we'll try Smallpox. I might be wrong to sideboard out Dark Confidence. We might always need them. But I feel like there was so much. Like he has a ton of burn in his deck. They're not gonna live long. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, this could be totally wrong. I'm still familiarizing myself with the deck. We're gonna play first. Double Relic, no hand disruption. We're gonna have to mulligan that. Lisa, we have a Thoughtseize. Lots of land again. We are playing 23 lands, so So I'm not going to mulligan this. The last hand was like okay, but it had no way to stop him from doing what he wants to do. And that's what we really want to do. Our opponent kept a 0 land hand with probe. So we're going to take the probe, but let's write down his hand. Bolt, twin, bolt, grudge, remand, visions. If he draws like one island, he's fine because he has the visions, but yeah, we'll get rid of that. I'm glad I'm mulligan because the last hand did nothing, like all he has is time. So we're going to play Mutavault, play Rack, and start attacking for 2. We might hold the Rack just because, nothing we can do with it. He drew Misty off the top. It's pretty good, pretty good. So Serum Vision's here. So I'm glad I brought in the Smallpox. This game he's going to be pretty mana light. So he puts a card on bottom, puts a card on top, so it looks like he's going to draw a land again. So I'll just play both of these. We're in pretty bad shape. So we'll say go. One of the unfortunate thing is the Rack always triggers every turn, even if they don't have anything to play. So he has Bolt, so we can't actually animate Mutavault. We're going to Inquisition him. Let's see, he can remand it. Which doesn't do too much. We haven't played land, so he doesn't know if we can recast it. I'm actually perfectly fine with him remanding this. I'm going to take whatever card draw, or if there's a threat, if you drew like a Goyf or something, we'll take that. So he's definitely thinking. He might bolt us, he might remand. He has a couple of options. He might grudge, because he doesn't have green mana yet, so it's not guaranteed if he can flashback grudge. But if he does that, we'll just take like the remand, I think. He's definitely thinking. He definitely has options. Okay, he's going to remand it. So, we'll go ahead and Inquisition again. So we see what the top card of his deck was. He kept a grudge on top. Okay. This is interesting. So our opponent is kind of stuck right now. Grudge times 3. I'm going to take a bolt, so that's all I can really take. And we hope to draw some... Like, Liliana being perfect in this game. But yeah, I'll take a bolt. Say go. He's very far off from actually dying to our Shrieking Affliction in the Rack. And our confidence being... They still wouldn't have been that good, because he had double bolts. We'll see. That's why I kind of been thinking like this deck might actually want Phyrexian Arena more, because like the Dark Confident damage isn't going to do that much. And you just want to draw cards every turn. So we gotta be wary. Like he does have Twin in his hand, so if he draws like 2 lands and a Deceiver, he can just win and kill us. So he's thinking about. I don't know what he's thinking about. I'm just gonna pass. Drew a Swamp. I'm not gonna attack the Mutavault yet, just because we could draw a hand disruption spell. I'm not gonna play my swamps because we don't need them, and Bridge isn't gonna do anything this game. He's gonna play Snapcaster. Oh, he's just gonna Grudge. Okay, that's fine. So his Grudge times 2 now. So drew a 3rd land, also a green source. Smallpox. Okay. Seems good. We're going to play that. Doesn't have any creatures yet, but gets a card out of his hand, gets him down on land. Assume he's just going to sack the island. Discard a swamp. He gets to discard a card. Probably just another grudge. Yep. Sacrificing land. He sacrificing land. Say go. So now he's far off of actually playing anything and twinning us out yet. So he has twin, grudge, bolt, mystery card? Yeah. So there's nothing, just passing the turn back. Okay, Wrench Mine's pretty good. Gets him 2 cards down. Probably going to discard the last grudge, and then... Oh, he drew a counterspell. He drew a remand. That's a pretty good one. So I really wish I had Liliana still in here. That's how you learn, just through experience, and figure out what works good and what's not. Like, I didn't know he was going to be this mana screwed to keep a 0-land hand with Probe. And Liliana's obviously, well, most all Planeswalkers are amazing when your opponent's mana screwed, so we can't anticipate for that. Okay, here's the Goyf. And a land, okay. We're gonna Wrench Mine him this turn, and hopefully he doesn't have a counterspell for the Smallpox, but it'll get him pretty good. Definitely want to cancel the Wrench first. Okay, so he has a Bolt and a Mystery card in his hand, because he discarded the Twin in the last Grudge. We're almost in the Shrieking Affliction range. He's already at 14. We're gonna take 5, going to 12. I really hope he doesn't have like a Pester Mine in response that can, okay. So drew a card, let's see what he puts on top. Okay, keeps 1. Keeps both, okay. Real could be a good draw here. Huh. Play that. This way we can get rid of his grudges, and then we can eventually... Ooh. We're actually just going to have to use this now, because if we tap out for Pox, he can grudge this. And we draw a card. Like, we can draw a swamp here. Okay. So the Goyf is 0-1 now. We'll play the rack. Say go. So we're very close to dealing damage, and his Goyf shut off, so that's good. There's 3 cards in hand, and we know of 1. And we're Smallpox next turn. Deceiver, okay. It's pretty good. Ooh. Now that makes the Smallpox a lot worse, just because, like, 3 card types at least will go to the graveyard. Okay, Bolts will go to 9. Go to 8. Puts him in 1 card. I'm willing to do this. Just because he's going to get rid of the Deceiver, he's going to have a big Goyf. But we actually have a clock on him now. So remand. So he's going to have a 3-4 Goyf. 4-5 Goyf. But he's going to take some damage. We could have attacked there, but we're dead to bolts if we, see. We could have attacked. He's taking 5. He'd be at 6 and he'd be dead next turn. Yeah, I definitely should have attacked. Seeing, I don't think I can block. Did definitely should have attacked. That was definitely wrong. I should have thought about that. I just clicked through my attack stuff without thinking. Oh, we have the bolts anyways. And we were drawn to the Dismember to kill the Goyf. It's unfortunate. I think I could have played a little bit better, but that was very close. And yeah, that's first round. It didn't go. We lost, but it didn't go that badly. We were able to easily win game 1, and game 3 was very close. If I blocked, I He could have bolted. I would have taken 4 going to 3. Then I dismember going to 1. He takes 5 going to 3. And then I have to survive next turn. Alright, well, we'll see if we can do a little bit better with the deck in the rest of the daily.